Hi, this is Christina from thegodlyindianmom.com. So today's video is going to be on some useful homeschooling resources. So this first section I would call it stories and histories. So these two I use them regularly for my children. The first one is the Lamplighter podcast and the other one is History for Kids. I found them really useful. They are in the podcast. And you can find all the links for everything I've been explaining today in the description box below. So the Lamplighter podcast, I really like it because it tells a lot of moral stories and it also has questions in the end. Like once the story is completed, they ask some questions and they give time for the children to think, and it's always interesting because I usually pause it there and then I myself listen to the answer. And I found that really helpful. The other one is the history podcast. Again, I think it's really helpful. Though it doesn't have questions at the end of the show, it still is really informative, and hence I really like it, and my children also have enjoyed it. When it comes to books, these are two websites I've really used. Both of them are on apps too. The Librivox one, whenever I'm walking and I want to listen to a book, I've done that. But I've actually used it more for my children. For them, I've used it like a read along. Like they would follow with the book and they would be listening while someone else read it through Librivox. So mostly I've used it for my children a few times. For me personally, the problem is I'm a visual learner. I have to actually have the book physically or else my mind usually scatters. So for that reason, I haven't used it as much as I would have liked to, but I found it useful in sometimes with my children. And the next one is Project Gutenberg. Any of the old classical books that you want to get and read it for free, you can download it as a PDF. Or you can read it online in this particular website, and I've really found them both very, very useful. When it comes to courses, these two websites, I've really loved them. The first one is the DiscoveryU, and the next one is Hillsdale College's online courses. Both have been extremely helpful for me because I have actually taken up with them. Sometimes I've been really interested and I used to go through the courses and I found them very, very helpful. Like there's this particular course from Hillsdale which deals with children's literature. I really found that very helpful. It really opened my eyes to a lot of things. And similarly, they have Economics 101 also, which is very helpful because I come from a science background. I was really interested to learn about economics, and that professor did a wonderful job. So the Hillsdale College is more like a certification. It's for our own personal benefit, and it has like this one topic and they discuss it, and then there are questions on it. Then you take up that assessment, and then if you have understood it well, then you move to the next topic, or else you again go listen back to that lecture and then answer the questions. So I really loved that method, and I really loved Hillsdale College for doing this and bringing out this resource for us. On anything we want to learn, they have it there. The basic things for us to get a knowledge from university level professors, and they're doing it for free. So I highly recommend both these websites for personal learning and personal development. For good TV, I would recommend Rightnow Media. It's a Christian website or an app. It has Christian content in it, and I really like that I don't have to fully research and see where it's going. I've really loved all the shows on them. My children have enjoyed them for a long time, like Bible Man and Esoda and some more other shows. I think Story Keepers. They have a lot of shows, and even character building. They have a show on that called Character Builders. So they have a lot of ton of good content, and I really enjoyed it. My children really enjoyed it, and it's very edifying. So I would highly recommend Rightnow Media for anybody who's interested. It's worth investing on. The last app or website I would like to share today is the FlyladyApp. This is primarily for homemaking. As a homeschooling mom, also comes under the working parent category, for the reason that the entire morning part of the day is totally occupied, and we do have to squeeze in time to make sure the house is also kept in order. And to do that, we actually need to have some kind of schedules and routines, or else usually things are swept under the rug, and then it becomes really nasty to handle stuff. So for me, I was also struggling a bit with keeping up with the house, and also homeschooling, and then getting every other thing also needs to be dealt with, laundry and meal making. Everything has to come in. So for me, during that time, I think I was watching this YouTube channel called Faith and Flower, and from her I got recommended into this particular website, and that's how I discovered FlyLady, and it has been really helpful for me. It helped me to relearn the basics, even though I've been a homemaker for 10 years or so. It was really useful for me to get back to a proper schedule and a proper routine, and I can see a major difference in how I do things now. It's actually making things easier for me, because leaving things till the end makes it really hard to clean it up later, because it's more and more accumulated, and by that time it's hard, and it also is very disappointing, and it doesn't give us the right motivation. So I would highly recommend the FlyLady app. It's very motivating, and helps to maintain a better house, and it helps to get sanity back. They have an app which you can customize, and according to your house and your needs, and I think that's wonderful. So I would highly recommend this particular website and app too.